You remember what was the song? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, the song where it's like, what is? Oh my god, I don't know how to start, but it'd be like I'm looking for an hourly wage. I didn't go to school, didn't do great. Still, I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. If I get my degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I get to see what college is right for me. I went on the internet and found education connection. That's my shit.
It's just different.
This is to find my new direction. That's my shit. I hope she doing well. I hope she got her degree. Yeah, because they had to catch up doing it. It be spin like that. Yes. I hope my girl is doing well.
Connected
for free. What? Oh,
education connection. All these bitches was fake.
See,
all of them was fake.
They was.
The internet
niggas
is
got
fake.
like DeVry and shit that ain't even open. What happened to Trump University, bitch ass nigga? That nigga has not had one successful business. All them bitches
Ray
have
J
been.
University.
Ray J had a please shut the fuck up. Ray J had a university, please.
No.
Girl, I'm going.
No.
I hit it first. You remember that song?
You not for a man to be that like
about Kim
and then
Kardashian?
Nick Cannon was like, no, you didn't. I did. And I was just like, he did. Nick Cannon did hit that first.
He did hit that first. On top of like everybody else.
And I wish he didn't. Because now, look at him.
Danger. She smashed the homies. These men.
She did smash the homies.
These men have had a...
Danger was cute though.
She was crazy as fuck.
Those the ones with the good coochie. That's why you got to make a whole song about it.
That should be leaking down their leg just all day.
That's me in the summertime when
just
I got a sundress on with no
just
undies,
giving puss juice.
And it smell good. Sweet nectar from a puss.
From that brownstone puss. If y'all ain't caught that episode, y'all not real Jade Days for real. If y'all don't remember brownstone coochie, y'all ain't even caught the fuck up. Like
Start
no
from
way.
The beginning.
Start
don't
from
watch this.
Yeah, go back. Pause this and go start at Tang on the puss.
You probably like,
and then
work
you probably
like, what the fuck is wrong with them? You would know if you watched the first couple.
If this is your first time coming to see us,
welcome.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of Jaded and Evolving. I am one of your hosts, Chakras.
And I am your other host, Natasha Sword.
Period. Welcome back. If you guys don't know why you're here, you probably got ADHD like the rest of us. You're a little neurospicy. You're a bad bitch with good coochie. You don't like wearing bras. You always like wearing your bonnet. And you definitely like to smoke weed and take mushrooms.
And you like Baltimore accents.
Absolutely. If you have not subscribed, I don't know why you keep coming back every week and ain't press the button. That's insane. And then for my audio listeners, if y'all keep digging through the motherfucking archives of Spotify to find us and still not subscribing, liking, and everything, that's insane.
Leaving a rating.
Leaving a rating. Come on, like we want to quit our jobs too. If shits and gigs can do it, we can do it. You feel me?
We funny.
Fuck, and we big. And I got big, juicy, voluptuous booty. So, like, stop playing with me. All the reasons why you should just subscribe. I gave y'all 50 million reasons. Speaking of subscribing too, right? Because now if you got the Patreon and the YouTube and you got the Spotify, you might as well just go over there to Patreon. You got $3 fucking dollars
up over there.
You got $3. If you could give your baby father gas money, you got money for us. Oh, well then it's $5.
It's $5.55 if you want to see the videos.
Period.
It's $3.33 if you just want to donate.
So get in there. What the fuck is y'all doing?
There.
Yeah. If you could give your baby father money and you could let your best friend borrow money that you know you're not getting back, you could give us $5
you
fucking
never
dollars
getting
a
that
month.
shit back. That's why you keep hanging out with her because you think that she gonna give it back to you one day.
And she not. And now you want to beat that bitch the fuck up.
But she cooked good, so that's kind of how she pay you back.
Mm-hmm.
She always cook.
And she got food stamps. That bitch always got food stamps. And she let you use her card.
That's her paying you back.
And she know how to breed.
Tax free.
And she know how to breed.
That's really why you still hang with her.
I love a. Oh my god, I love a woman like that. They just be having shit. They just be so fucking skilled. Like you could do hair at your house, bitch. What else you got with that moo one? I know your coochie good. I know.
I gotta get some more of those moo that I bought.
B got a real cute green one. It's long. I don't know where she got it from.
Mine is long.
Yeah.
It's from Shein though. But it's like long. It got the little opening in the back a little bit at the top. The little
might have
triangle.
The same one. You might have the same one.
I'm gonna have to go.
She said she would have a Mimi party. I said a Mimi, a Moo party.
I want to have a Momo party.
We should have a Momo party.
I told her I need to come
Tennessee.
down there.
Yeah. Why can't we bring the moo-moos? Me, you, Shar, Erica.
Yes.
We got enough people that wear moo-moos.
Don't touch my butt.
I'm just saying, if you got the kind of chromosomes I got, come on. Come touch me. Can I come over? Stop. Come over. Period. But that's not why we here, so y'all can serenade us and try to touch on us and shit.
Try.
Right.
Because don't do it.
Friend.
Ask first. Because that is sexy. I hate men with mics even more.
Thank you.
Right now.
I didn't even know how to bring in this conversation, but that's the perfect segue.
Because just why? And y'all are supposed to be high value men. There was nothing high value about the way that they were treated. High value men, if you want to go that route, because I don't like the whole high value, low value. Like, what the fuck? If you're a high value man, you respect women.
Absolutely.
Just because a high value woman would respect you just because you're a human being. With that being said, y'all aren't even high value men because y'all wouldn't let her talk, wouldn't express yourselves in a intellectual way.
They were triggered.
Y'all were saying one thing, she would repeat back to you what you said, because that's how conversations go when you're trying to understand what somebody is saying. And then y'all would try to twist and be like, that's not what I said. That's literally what the fuck you said out your mouth. Yeah. And then you had the nerve to make the title of the video, how is a 41-year-old relationship coach single?
Because she knows her worth. That because you're single does not mean that you are not adequate for partnership. It means that you know yourself well enough to know that you're not going to settle for some, and this is again speaking in terms of somebody who has taken the time to get to know themselves. I will hope that by the time you're 41 years old, and while we know that that's not the case for everybody, I will hope that by the time you're 41, you spent a little bit of time with yourself and you've noticed that you have certain behaviors that aren't good for relationships. My issue with men, and specifically these two, right? Nick Cannon and Cam Newton.
Y'all too big.
You can't equate, and we've talked about this before, provision to being present.
Yeah.
You can pay child support all day long. You can't be there, my nigga. If something's wrong with one child, and God forbid something is then wrong with another child, you can't leave the child that you're with, or you could, to go be with the other child.
But imagine your child looking back on that and being like, you left me for
Imagine the mom having to explain this to the child about why you can't be there. When you already said that you had babies by women that weren't really all that highly emotionally intellectual. So you don't know what the fuck they're telling these kids. So you're really not a high value man because you're going after these women. You're like Nick Cannon said, you're predatory. He said it.
You're a predator.
He said and it's not easy to be the wolf in sheep's clothing. And then you just kind of, and I'm paraphrasing, where he popped out and then said like, oh, you feel me? And then I get what I want.
You're manipulative. You're a dickhead.
And I'm finding that, and this is not just about them, those two.
Doo-doo.
I'm finding that more people are manipulative.
Shit.
More people are trying to convince other people that they are somebody that they're not.
You will not trick me because
I can't. When your intuition, that too though. If you got a little bit of an education, sometimes, and you've actually tapped in with your intuition, you have a better chance of being able to see through bullshit versus when you haven't, again, done the work. And I put air quotes on that because everybody's level of work is not the same. Yeah. Some people don't do shadow work in the terms that we do it. Lord. Some people shadow work is, when I get out of this relationship, I'm going to look back on the way that he played in my motherfucking face and I'm never going to do this again. Yeah. Or shadow work might be, you had a baby by the wrong woman. Before I nut another bitch, let me make sure that the person that I'm getting ready to have another child with, because I'm the type of person where I don't believe that everybody just has one baby father or one baby. I understand that things happen. It's when you have 8 children with 3 different women and you only see the children that you had with the last woman. That's a problem.
And you trying to have more.
When you have 10 children with like 6 different women and you don't want to do what you're supposed to be present in these kids' life. Because let's talk about the amount of money that these niggas have. If you put all these children on a compound where they lived in multiple homes on one set of land, I would shut the fuck up. Because then you could take your golf cart home to home and be present. But you don't do that. You fly where the fuck you find convenience. You keep separation between these women, because if they get too fucking close, the coil's gonna start spinning and they gonna find out that you a bitch ass nigga. That's the problem here. You separate the women so that they can't come together in order to have common sense, because only one of them knows how disrespectful you're really being. One of them is so fucking delusional that she's eating that shit the fuck up, and I really feel for her.
I was about to say, she's crashing out.
She's worse than the one with the what she say, the bonnet of salvation. That's another one. They doing shit, and I feel I'm never gonna let a nigga have me that fucking far out that I forget who I am as a person. And I'm damn sure not having multiple children by that nigga.
You've done the work. You don't want to have no more kids. So, like, that's the thing.
I just couldn't imagine being in a situation where I have a child with somebody and they play in my motherfucking face, and then I turn around and have a baby with them again. How convincing are you? And I know that a lot of it has to do with the fact that, because, like, let's be real, Cam Newton is not an unattractive man.
They provide.
Nick Cannon is not an unattractive man.
Monetarily.
Plus, they have money. So when I see you with status, I see you with a certain amount of money, and I see that you look a certain type of way, I can see how a woman can be intrigued. But I don't understand how you could get into a permanent situation with a man that screams temporary. He screams, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Because for me, I'm a very emotional, inclined person. You cannot feed me that type of bullshit. Especially after the first time, and then I have your kid and you're doing all this dumb shit, and then I'm trying to trying to convince you to be with me or whatever, blah blah blah, and I see that bullshit, I know that you're not for me. We cannot be together emotionally.
Especially when I've expressed that to you.
You're only gonna be here financially. I can't do shit with you.
When I think about how women and men meet, it's always those really cute conversations in the beginning. Oh, what do you like? Oh, what's your favorite color? What are these things? If you actively listen in those conversations, I can only speak for women. Women believe in little like goose eggs in them conversations. Oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, my favorite color yellow because I just love sunflowers. But like you catch it. With men, you don't really catch it because they say stupid shit like, what's your favorite color, red? Like they just kind of leave it there. But I've noticed that women will take that little tidbit of information and make sure that everything that I get him, let me see if I can get it in his favorite color. Everything that let me see if it's got his favorite sports team on it. Like, to take the time to get to know a person. And I'm not saying that all men are inconsiderate. I'm not saying that at all. No, not at all. I'm just saying that in this situation here.
In these men.
Yeah, it's.
Men like them.
It's so. It's very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's very rare that you see a man bounce back from this and become a decent human being.
Because Derrick Jackson had several chances,
but had the nerve to be a relationship coach. That's why I don't understand that. You can't preach to me about faithfulness and about people cheating, and you dicking bitches down, dicking them down.
You not having relationships,
and then to do it in the face of God.
You're having sexual relationships with them. You're not having emotional, intimate, like
not real ones anyway. Because you probably either dirty macking in the bed. You talk about your new man can't put it down like me, blah blah blah. Because that happens. Or you pillow talking. You telling her the last bitch situation.
Because my ex-wife, she wasn't even your ex-wife, or my situation, you know, it's
probably
never like this.
Because again, in these situations, let's be honest,
because some people don't have respect for themselves.
Accepting. I've never dated a celebrity. I don't know shit about their life, but I think we've heard enough stories of women being like, he had money, so I didn't care if he had a wife. He had money, so I didn't care. Yeah, I was being flown out. Yeah, I know that he was taking time away from his kids and things like. I can't excuse that. No. That's what I'm saying. If somebody like Nick Cannon or Cam Newton said, fuck it, I see the problem. I'm going to go get 8 acres of land. These niggas can afford it. I'm going to build 8 houses. Well, in this case, it's 3 houses, right? Cam Newton has 3 baby mothers. Nick Cannon got like 6 or whatever. I'm going to build these houses, and I'm going to make sure that they're set up so that my children can have community, right? That the moms can have community, because they should also be in support of one another. We have a common denominator here. We all share the same baby father. Why do I not see you more, bitch? Why are we not going to get pedicures together? Why is we not going to brunch? When he paid for you to get your hair done, why am I not going with you on those appointment dates? Second of all, when you're getting your hair done, is the daughter going to get her hair done? Yeah. Do you make sure? How good of a mother are you? Because maybe
that's probably the other thing too.
You know, because maybe there's a situation where I see fault, but I'm around so I can help.
Pick up where you lack, for real.
If I was a bitch ass nigga and I had 6 baby mothers and I had all that fucking money, my baby mothers would be the best of friends. I see situations. It's not Lil Durk. It's another rapper. He got hella kids, but his baby mothers are the best of fucking friends. They're the best of friends. I don't understand how you can build legacies, right? Because that was the word they kept throwing around. How you can build legacy and you're not even doing it right. You're not even doing it right.
Would be like, well, women don't know what building a legacy means. And I'm just like, you don't either, though.
Tell me.
Y'all don't either.
Tell me.
Y'all don't be leaving shit behind for y'all kids.
But a junior, but a name. Nobody wants to be Darnell Jackson Jr. and Darnell Jackson Sr. is a bitch ass nigga. Was Papa was a Rolling Stone. Nobody wants to be the
nigga
next
ain't
you,
even know
nigga.
How to wash his own fucking clothes. Had dookie stains in his fucking drawers.
Couldn't tell you how to balance a checkbook or how to pay a bill. The motherfucker just know that the money is in the account. He somehow managed to set it up on auto pay and the shit come out. That's it.
He knew how to get bitches
and
because
he had money.
It.
That's not a legacy that I would want.
That's not what we want to teach these young boys. Is that, if you got money,
these niggas not even sticking around long enough to even set a bad example for their kids.
They
just not around.
That's the bad example.
These niggas is just not around. When I see the mortality rate of young children nowadays because of fights and everything else, the first thing I think of is, where the fuck is the father? Right? I look at this a multitude of ways, right? Because I think back to the back days, right? 80s and 90s. Your father was a bitch ass nigga till you got a contract. Your father was a bitch ass nigga till you got that football contract, and he started to show up. And you'll even hear certain football players or whatever start to say like that was kind of the turning point for the relationship with my father because that's when he showed up. I'm not saying that that's right.
Yeah, no.
But I'm saying that if he's trying and he's genuinely trying,
right?
Back then they gave that chance.
Yeah.
These parents nowadays, your kid can have a multi-million-dollar contract.
Still don't give a
They
fuck.
don't even bring the little nigga up. Just not in
you
conversation.
didn't even know that was his dad.
Perfect example. Simone Biles' mother is a raging crackhead. Has her daughter's number. And literally says, I wish that we were closer. I wish I knew my grandbaby. Or whatever she said. I wish I knew my daughter. I wish I knew whatever. And the reporter asked her like, well, do you have like a relative that keeps in touch with her? She said, no, I have her phone number. I just feel like she should call me. That's insane to me.
No, I'm your child.
I don't get it.
I'm your child.
I truly
Check
don't
on
understand.
me like a parent.
I truly don't get it.
I don't get parents that be like, well, maybe you should call me or you should. I didn't ask to be here.
I always
That's
think
the
that.
one thing. I didn't ask to be here. So you checking up on me is like, in a sense, at the end of your lifespan, like when you come into the light, the Lord, is how I'm going to treat you.
Yeah. You can't expect for me to want to pay a bill for a senior living building or whatever. You better hope that SSA is sending $1,100 a month so you can make sure that your better future care stays made. That's about all I can give you, is making sure that the SSA send that check down there every month. Don't call me. I wish the fuck my parents would. The only reason why I have no problem with taking care of my parents is because my parents were decent parents. I'm not saying that they were perfect.
Same.
They've apologized for things even in the years as I've gotten older.
So has my
mom. I have no problem with doing for my parents.
And if I talk to my dad, so has he.
You see what I'm
even
saying?
When I was young, I knew what getting an apology from an adult felt like because my dad apologized to me.
So I don't get how... I don't get the disconnect. Yeah. And mainly, I don't know if it's because I'm a parent. I don't know if it's because I had decent parents growing up. I don't understand at what point do you say, let me bring this baby earthside and then treat it like shit. I don't get that.
Because you had decent parents and because you are a good mom.
I couldn't imagine treating my son like shit.
Your son has a great father.
I could not imagine.
He has great parents. I could
not imagine dogging first of all, children are innocent.
Yeah.
That is the first thing. If little Timmy grow up to be a serial killer, it is something that happened in little Timmy's childhood that took that little boy somewhere the fuck else.
That's one of the main reasons why I don't want to have kids is because, not because I feel like I would dog my child out, but it's because of the way that the world is right now. I feel like it would be so selfish of me with my mental and everything to bring a child in this world that would have to deal with me. Because that's what it would be. Literally. Dealing with me and my mental health issues. Because I'm going to be trying everything, but I'm still going to have imperfections. We're all imperfect people.
You're going to traumatize your child some way, somehow. That's life.
My child is gonna have to go to therapy for me regardless.
That's fine.
But I don't want it to be like, yo, but I seen my mama crash out at 5 and it stuck with me.
Not even people have put their hands on their kids. People have done things to their children. People have sold their children because they don't have the capability of being a good parent. I don't know who started this craze of if you get pregnant, you have to have the child. I'm a firm component of pro-choice. You do not get to be a shitty individual and think that bringing a child earthside is going to change your problems. It's not going to bring that man back. It's not going to make that bitch act right. It's not going to bring your family around. It's not going to make your situation any better. It don't give you no extra money. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's not how children work. And children don't deserve to be treated like pawns. They don't deserve to be treated like, you feel me, like pieces on a chessboard because you decide that you want to build a legacy. I just want God to keep bringing me kids. You don't even provide correctly for the fucking kids you got.
You don't even know what being a real father means.
And don't tell me it's because you didn't have a dad. Because I know motherfuckers out here who did not have a father that are the great fucking fathers.
Dads in the world.
So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. My mom grew up with her mother not having the best of understandings and relationships. And my mom has broken generational curses with all her kids. The 2 that she had and the 1 that she adopted. So don't give me that shit. To me, that's bullshit. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. I know niggas who don't have any biological kids and are great step-parents. Don't give me that shit. You think because you a ain't Nick Cannon like a billionaire or something? You think because you got all this motherfucking money that makes you a good man?
I don't even think he a billionaire.
That makes you a nigga with money. That don't make you no different than any bitch ass nigga out here. You think because you turn a key to a building that makes a bunch of money, you think because you the founder of Wild 'N Out that makes you a better man?
First
than
of
the
all,
next nigga?
even with being the founder of Wild 'N Out, you got it snatched from you. Don't get it snatched again.
You see what I'm saying? Perfect example. Carlos Miller, great father. Chico Bean, great father. DC Young Fly, great father. You see how they separated from the nigga and made their own shit? That's what I'm saying. It's shit like this. You cannot convince me. You can't convince me that as a man, you can sit up there and watch another man dog his kids out and still stay cool with that nigga. You cannot tell me that as a woman, you can see a woman and call me jaded. I don't give a fuck. I have a deeper disdain with women who are not good mothers versus men that are not good fathers. Yeah. And I know that it was a part of my upbringing because I've learned to accept that sometimes men just don't stick around. Yeah. But when I know for a fact that you pushed the kid out your womb. I was about to
say, because it came out of you.
I'm always going to look at you. Bitch.
You ain't even always look at the women, to be honest. And it's sad. It is sad, but it's like mama's baby, daddy's maybe all the time.
I don't understand.
And I don't like that, but you had it come out your body.
Women who be beefing with their daughters, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you gave birth to something that looked just like you and you treating that bitch like she your op. I don't get it. And for every woman that has had that experience, baby, my heart goes out to you because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve for your mother to not like you simply because you look like her.
Or because you look like that man.
There's no reason.
There you look like your grandma that she didn't have a close relationship with.
That have a mother wound simply because their mother just didn't like them growing up. Oh, because she had a snappy ass attitude and because she said that I talk back and I did this and I did that. That's your daughter. That's your offspring. I'd be damned if I let you sit up here and try to justify you being a bitch because you don't like the way that you raised that baby.
She acting like you.
Or when you drop the baby off to be raised by the grandmother and you mad that the baby got some wisdom. You can't be upset with that child. I was about to say,
the parents that be dropping off the kids to the grandma for the grandma to raise them.
Shout out to the grandparents. That lady is 70 with a 2-year-old.
Not the kids that love going over their grandma's house.
My God, no.
I'm talking about the ones that's raising. That grandma can't raise no damn baby. The grandma the baby.
Grandma is the baby. When they be picking them kids up from school and you know that that's not grandma helping out. That's grandma having them babies.
I've seen it.
They be having them babies. Granny is 75 and that baby is 6.
Grandma is mommy.
Grandma is mommy. She's 70. She's in her 70s and she's raising this kid because she know that you can't.
And she don't want that baby to go into the system.
And it's hard enough as is. She don't give a fuck about a check. Half the time, the grannies don't even be going down. When I was working at child support, I maybe saw in the 5 years I was working there, maybe 2 or 3 handfuls of grandparents that were coming in like, I need assistance.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they figure it out. They be on a $775 check each month, making it work. And don't let Pop-Pop still be around, because now the baby is in a 2-parent household. And I understand what they say, like, oh, well, the grandmother was a better grandmother than she was a mother. That happens sometimes. I'm not saying that it's right, but it happens.
Sometimes they learn the fault in their ways when another child comes
into play.
And they're just like, oh shit, like I see my child. It's more so because they see
the suffering
in them, and they're just like, oh shit, like damn.
Linda tells me that all the time. She's like, it's like having my son again.
Yeah,
it's like having the same.
It's kind of like
twice.
a do-over, which is fucked up to the main child.
It is,
but let them have that. I've had my mom apologize to me for yelling at me because she saw my nephew getting fussed at about something so stupid. She was just like, and it brought me back to that time when you told me blah da 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 da. And it made me cry. I was just like, exactly.
To be quite
honest,
they
be needing that.
They become better parents.
Yeah.
When they become grandparents too. Me and my mom, even me and my dad, we have better relationships after having a child. Again, I'm not saying that this is the correct way.
No. But it happens.
Based on history, right? Black people have not had the best hand dealt to them. But I prefer the people that are trying versus the people that are like, this is just a cycle. This is just a part of how it's going to be. It's
the
not.
People that are always blaming.
It's not, though. It's not. The fact is, though, you on TCA, the fact is, though, you getting child support, that did not have to be your life. I know women with 3, 4 kids and wouldn't dare go down to a child support office. And it's not about pride. It's because she don't want to be dependent upon him having to provide. If you don't want to provide now, I'm not going to force your hand. And I understand why women do it. I have no problem with that. I honestly think that you should. If the motherfucker want to ignore his responsibilities so much, take his license.
Before I used to be like, I would never put it.
Oh no!
Now I'm just like,
after working at child support and coming in contact with certain men, and I'm not proud of this, allegedly, but I would allegedly tell those women, hey, do you know that you up for an increase? Did you know? Did you know that she was up for an increase? Well, does he have a better job? Now, I can't tell you that information, but I can tell you to go down to that courthouse and fill out that information, or let me give you this packet to go ahead and fill out. I've also done it on the opposite end.
I was about to say, because men get child support too.
With your job title changing and you getting demoted, do you know that you could go for a decrease?
When I lived with my dad got child support for me. When I lived with my mama, she went and got child support for me. It happens on both sides.
When the grandparent has the child, the grandparent has to take both of them. The grandparent becomes something called a CU. So there's a difference between a custodial unit and a non-custodial unit. So the unit means like a granddad or a grandma, a aunt, an uncle, a sibling. The P stands for parent, non-custodial parent, custodial parent. And all that means is the custodial one is the one who actually takes care of the child, has the child most of the time. Non-custodial is a person that's semi-absent. When the unit signs up for child support, you have to take both parents. Oh, shit. So you have to have the birth certificate with mom and dad's name on it, or something that, dictates that he's the father. And you have to fill out twice the paperwork. You have to fill out all of that. Jeez. You have to go to court. If one of them doesn't show up, usually they don't postpone the case. They go through with that one, and they reschedule the next motherfucker. Like, you don't.
Just because you don't show up don't mean that nothing's going to happen.
I just hate to see an absent parent. How do you have a kid and not raise it? How?
I know firsthand.
I don't get that.
Because I'm like, I don't understand why you keep trying to do it. Like, what's not clicking?
Why do you think your nut is so precious?
Why do you think your coochie is so precious? It's so precious.
It's
a piece of meat.
I might be triggered a little bit because I hate to hear a woman who says, I love to be pregnant. I hate that. I hate that statement.
You got a breeding kink, my nigga.
Not just because I don't like that feeling. I did not like being pregnant at all. But I know women who say the main reason why I keep getting pregnant is because I like being pregnant. So you don't like being a parent. You didn't say that. You didn't say that I love raising my child. I tell people all the time, what's your favorite part of your child? Watching him grow. Watching him come into his personality. Watching him become an individual. I love to see him grow. I'm just here to help him coast through the journey. I'm here to make sure that he's provided for. So to hear women say, because I just love like feeling the kicks and shit like that. You wanted a baby, bitch. That's it. Go get a doll baby. They got them little ones that look real and shit. Go play with that. But there's no reason for you to bring a living, breathing. That's like when people get pets. and then don't take care of the motherfucking puppy, and the little motherfucking puppy die. I hate to see that when I hear about people leaving their kids in the backseat of the car because they didn't remember. How the fuck do you not remember that a living, breathing thing was in the back of your car?
I just saw a video that one lady went to the casino and left her child in the back seat. And they were just like, how long did you leave this child? Knowing daggone well that she was going to lie. She was just like, it's only been a couple of minutes. I heard that his father was here, so I was trying to come here to get the child support, blah, 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 blah. They were just like, we watched the cameras. These kids have been in here for 2 hours, and it's hot.
That pisses me off so bad.
The child could have died.
The lady whose child did die. She went on vacation and she left her 10-month-old I'm sorry, no, it was a 13-month-old baby
apartment.
In the apartment, and the child died. You didn't go to work because, again, my mama was a latchkey kid. I didn't know what the terminology meant. It literally meant that your parents put a key around your neck. You were of age enough to walk home, turn the key, lock the door, and you knew not to touch the door. Nobody in there. You couldn't even use the microwave. Like, they had your meals on the table, and you knew not to do shit but your homework and watch that TV till your mama got home. That's a latchkey kid. If the child is 13 months old, the child can't be a latchkey kid. Not just that, these kids stupid as shit nowadays. They don't have no common sense. You can't just be leaving them home by themselves. They be blowing their fucking eyeballs off because they playing with the stove and shit. You can't do that. You went on vacation, bitch. You didn't go make the rent money. You didn't go down the street to the grocery store.
To drop the baby. And
even if you knocked on the neighbor's door and said, this your problem now. I can respect that.
Drop the baby off at the firehouse.
At the fire department. Even if
they still take babies at the firehouse.
If you drop the baby off at the firehouse on Tuesday, caught your flight, and came back, even if you was in a panic, oh my God, my child has been missing for 3 days. Somebody said that they dropped the child off at the fire department. I'm just coming to see. Have y'all seen my baby? You have a better chance
of getting that baby back
than your child dying. You never wanted that baby to begin with. These are the type of people where I tell them, jail. Fuck a jail. You need to put her, if you're going to put her in the jail, you need to put her in Gen Pop. And when you put her in Gen Pop, you need to tell the mothers who want their kids why the fuck that bitch is in there. The same way that they put the molesters in Gen Pop with them niggas, they don't play about being a poor mother. If in jail, my mom told me, because she used to work at the jail, when you are a bad parent, child abuse claims, prostitution with your kids, any of that, they put those women in Gen Pop, but they don't be telling the moms the reason why them bitches is in there, because the violence in the jail goes up. Nowadays, I'm finding that they don't care. They need to put them bitches in Gen Pop and tell them niggas in there the truth. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of, like, stop having kids. The world is fucked up enough as is. School shootings, STD rates, it ain't no fucking food, inflation. At this point now, how the fuck are you like, this is the perfect time to have a kid? Even if your situation is good, I still don't understand how you like, right now is the perfect time to get pregnant.
And by all means, as people that don't want
kids,
you don't want more kids, and I don't want any at all, I get it. Like, I'm not in that mindset of I want to have, because I know some couples that are just like, I've had my baby, this is a great experience, I want to have another one because I love my child. I want to
DM me. DM me, because I want to know what your mental health is like. I want to know what your gross income is. I want to know what your net income is. I want to know the city
and they
you
have
live
support
in, and I want to know what your support system is like.
They got good support systems, so I'm like, I get it. I kind of get it. Like,
my tribe go crazy, and I still only went to one.
But there was another woman that both of y'all. She's a Virgo, you're a Leo, but like when I see her post, I'm like, this is Christian all day. She is just like, I don't want to have another child because I know that some parents have favorites, and I love this one so much I can't imagine having another child and having to split that love. I love this one.
It's not even fair.
I love this one.
Fair. Imagine, I already referred to any kid that I would have past this kid as the second kid. The fact that I'm already saying that shit clearly shows that I'm not inept to have another kid. I'm just not. I wouldn't even know how to love the little motherfucker. The little motherfucker would come out and be like, y'all had to keep this one. You're going to have to keep it right here at the hospital. I will sign the rights away. First of all, we wouldn't even get that far.
I was about to say.
Because the way I'm going to have that abortion, baby, I don't give a fuck if you got to suck it out, if I need a pill. I don't give a fuck if I got to throw myself down the business stairwell. I'm not having another kid.
Shorty say, get rid of it.
Get rid of it now. Go get the wire hanger. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it.
Not the wire
Pick the bitch out. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I just don't think that it's fair in this day and age. It's not fair. It's not. I couldn't even afford another child right now. And I'm not even talking about the actual like clothes and shit. Formula is expensive. Don't nobody want to keep going to WIC. Time, schooling, daycare. Do you know how much daycare is? Even in the cheapest of cities and states, do you know how much daycare is?
Too damn high.
I'm not having no more fucking
And you don't get a little like increase in your taxes until the end of the year. For the little child care little supplemental thing.
I spend a decent amount of time with my nieces, whether it be that they're coming over to spend the night, whether it is like, you know, my sister-in-law got a doctor's appointment, even if it's both of them, or even if it's just like the little one, right? Because Sky is not a problem. Skylar, she come over, she just sit in the corner, she a little old lady. But Riley, she's little, so she's in everything.
Every time I'm there and she's there, I literally forget there's a child.
Yes.
There. And I turn,
she's
a
right
baby
there.
on the floor.
She's
and I'm
right
just
there.
like, I am so sorry, little baby. Like, I did not hear you walk up.
She's so
you
little.
ain't been making no noises.
And she's compact. Like, she's just short and stubby with her little cute stuff. She's so chunky. But she don't make no real noise. I done
made her fall like twice.
Yeah,
I feel so bad.
She don't make no noise. She make little squealing sounds.
She don't even cry about that. She just be like,
she's like, ooh. And she get up.
I be like, I'm so sorry.
She's a little old lady. But she's the prime example of, I know that I could not do this twice. Because when she's over there, my anxiety is 100 because my house is not baby proof.
Yeah, no.
I got sharp edges on shit like the TV stand. Yeah. I don't want her to hit her head. Her between her femur, her knee, and her foot are so close together. She can't get down the step. Like she can't make a full step because she's so compact. My biggest fear is she rolling down the goddamn steps like a bowling ball. I couldn't do it.
Y'all got to get the slide stairs for her.
Something. I couldn't do it. And she's so busy. She always wants to be with my husband. Uncle, she loves her uncle. Uncle. So if Uncle go up the steps, Riley is up the steps. If Uncle go outside now, she want to go outside. Uncle take the trash to the trash can, Riley want to go to the trash can. She loves her uncle. And then she's obsessed with my son. Cousin, what's cousin doing? If cousin is jumping off the couch, now Riley wants to jump off the couch. But Riley,
she can't
jump.
Like you said, it's only
so
this much leg.
She's not going to get no
her
air.
Foot and that kneecap.
She's not getting no aerial.
And then
nothing.
that thigh is chunky too. It's like a boop. Like,
she's like a little rotisserie chicken. That baby is not jumping. Yes.
It's like a walk. It's a step for
That's
real.
it. So to see people, you have these age ranges in your kids and you have all these different things. I be watching y'all not raise y'all kids correctly. I be watching y'all not watch y'all kids.
And there's no one way to raise a child. No. But like there's
a wrong way.
There are certain things like we said before, TV raised us for real after school. Yeah. Like we was watching TV for the most part, but we were fed. Yeah. We had
you better had done that homework.
We still had consequences for our actions.
You still had to have some type of
bedtime.
You had a schedule.
We had books.
And now parents
they would be like, turn that TV off and read a book.
Parents are so consumed with their own lives and keeping a roof over the heads and everything else, and then trying to have a life, right? Because I understand that. I have a life outside of my child. He's not here with me right now. He's with his grandma. But he's, again, I have a support system.
And he asks to be over there. That's the difference. He loves being with you, and he will tell you. He will tell you, I don't want to go to Grammy's house this weekend.
I want to stay home.
Or he'd be like, yeah, I want to go up the street.
My absolute favorite is when
she right up the street.
He like, can I go to Auntie house? If Allison, which is my sister-in-law's best friend, if Mia is home and Sky and Mia, granted, he's the only boy, like in his age, because the cousin after him is like 3 years younger than him or something like that. And then the one older than him is like 11. So there's a gap. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So he likes to be around kids his age. Bless you.
Thank you.
He likes to be around kids his age. So he don't mind going to kick it with me. He don't mind going to kick it with Scott. But now they want to do their nails and shit. And he like, this shit gay. Like real shit. Like that's the kind of energy he give. Like, I'm not doing this shit. Then they be like, you hold this Barbie doll. Fuck that. Bitch. Take that shit over there. Like,
where the dinosaurs at?
He's his father's child. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't deny that. Yeah. But again, my support system go crazy.
They make sure that he got shit to do.
I also would not put additional responsibility on people who already take such good care of my child.
Yeah.
Grandparents have other grandchildren.
Yeah.
Right? Like aunts and uncles have other nieces and nephews. I'm not ready to keep bowling out motherfucking kids and they'd be like, oh no, that's y'all problem. No, it's just not going to happen. Even as an aunt, I'm sure you just be like, This it. We at max.
Growing up watching them during the summer, I was like, damn, I ain't never have a summer while I was in high school because I was watching them all the time.
We're
I was
at
like,
capacity.
what the fuck?
So there's no way.
Literally, 3 of them was enough.
That's it. There's no reason why I'm going to still keep bringing little motherfuckers into this world. It's not going to happen. It's not. And if you are the type of person, again, bringing it full circle, if you're the type of person where you feel like because you have a certain amount of money or because you have a certain amount of stature or even a certain amount of potential, that automatically makes you a good person,
No.
I hate to burst your bubble. You will be a terrible fucking parent.
There are so many people out here with money that are shitty individuals.
The Kardashians are shitty parents, terrible parents. And you can see that.
Why is your daughter hanging out with a grown-ass woman? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you have your children hanging out with grown-ass women? Like, or even 18-year-olds. They need to be around people their age, and they need to get the fuck off of social media. They are too fucking young. Like, aren't they like 12, 11, 10? Like, why the fuck do they have Instagram? There are predators out here, and you know this as a celebrity. You got your shit ran in.
My biggest thing is...
You think you invincible, bitch?
My biggest thing with them is, the Kardashians specifically, just for them, all your babies are by black men, for most of them. You don't see them black grandmamas. You don't. Because you know if you send your baby down to Chicago or wherever else, I wish that Kanye West's mother was still alive.
I do too.
I wish that woman was still alive.
For his sake, mainly.
I wish that Tokyo Tony saw her grandchildren more. Now, is she fucked up in the head? Very much so. I feel like
she would be a great
But there's a certain component of black grandmothers that you
needed.
need. I don't give a fuck. I would not be the woman that I am today without Nancy Louise.
I feel
without
like she
Gloria,
would be
I would not. I would not. Without Gloria Denise, without Nancy Louise, even without Dorothy before she died, I would not be the woman that I am today without my black grandmothers. I don't give a fuck.
For me, it's my aunt, but she was basically like a grandma.
Older black women, you need them.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I don't care how much y'all dog them out. I don't care how much y'all talk about them. They have lived a life. And if they have some sense nowadays, and even the older black men, the wise generation, you need them. You need them. Because
are they sometimes going to say some fucked up shit?
But tell me the shit is not necessary.
But it be so true.
If
that
Northwest could spend more time with Kanye West side of the family, not only would the little baby not have no social media, her hair
would be done.
Let's get off of it. Because they're gonna sue me.
Somebody gonna calling that shit. Stop calling.
She's getting boxer braids. That baby got cornrows.
Stop calling these hairstyles everything but what they are.
Oh,
you
it's a
wanted to have
style.
No, you wanted to have these black babies because that's what the fuck they are. You wanted to have these black babies so fucking
you
bad.
Strip them of the culture.
Call it what the fuck it is.
You can't do that.
That's why she wants to be with her fucking father.
Thank you.
Because at least he gonna keep it real with her.
Do I have a problem with Kanye West right now?
Yes.
I do. But when Kanye West is around his daughter, from what I can see,
she has a great time.
Not only does she have a great time,
he's very attentive.
He's in his right fucking
he is
mind.
Very attentive.
Northwest does something for Kanye West's mental health that nobody has talked about. Nobody's talked about it. That man shuts whatever the fuck is going on with him off, and he's immediately in daddy mode. Because if something happened to my motherfucking offspring, we're going to have a problem.
Because the way he ran up on that cameraman,
he's fully Chicago.
He said, get the fuck away.
He's fully Chicago in that right. I be damned. And it pisses me off.
Chance the Rapper is like that
same
too with
way.
his kids.
Now, I'm not saying that they're good men as far as like being with them. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah. I don't even know really how they are as fathers, but I can tell you what I see. But you know what I also don't see? I don't see Nick Cannon with all his kids. I ain't never seen him take all of them to Disney World at one motherfucking time in one photo. I ain't seen Cam Newton with all his motherfucking kids. Last thing I saw, he was in the house with that simple bitch and she was eating with her bonus kids. I don't like shit like that. And it wasn't all 8 of them. It was not all 8 of them. I think it was
one mom was probably like, "No, you can't have these."
Not even just that.
Or they probably like, "I don't want to go over there."
Who all gonna be over there? I don't even know my brother and sister like that for me to be sharing a room with them.
And that's another thing. Y'all need to show y'all kids who their other siblings are, so they don't grow up to fuck their siblings.
Yes. And y'all keep acting like it's not a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
When you have all these fucking kids out here, now you're fucking your half brother.
It's gross. It's gross.
And now you don't really even know how to fit. Now you're trying to make it make sense in your head. It don't make sense.
We started to see more first cousins getting together because the bloodline just didn't have these conversations. They weren't close. This is the problem. When y'all are bringing kids earth side, right? Because we can talk about being pregnant all day long, but abortion is a thing. So like, take that off the table. It's when you decide to actually bring the little motherfucker earth side. It's like all y'all common sense just leaves.
One thing about me,
but you knew that you was fucking though.
I will never fuck with somebody with the last name Adams in Baltimore, Maryland in general, for real. And I will never fuck with somebody with the last name Williams down south.
It's not gonna happen. If we even remotely look alike, I'm always like, who your grandmother? How far back do you know your heritage? I told the story once before. We never were like interested in each other. Yeah. It wasn't nothing like romantic. In high school, I found out that my cousin was my cousin. We had been kicking it the whole time. We were in the same class, and we have two different last names. My last name's Kirsten's last name is Wells. But it was when my great uncle died, and I was like, damn. And he missed school that same day, and I was like, went back to school, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to a funeral this weekend. He was like, I gotta go to a funeral this weekend. I was like, damn, who died? He like, my uncle died. I was like, damn, my great uncle died. He was like, what's his name? I was like, Charles Wells. He said, nah, that's crazy. My uncle named Charles Wells. Lie to you not, we was at the same funeral. I'm closer to my cousin now. Like, I got my cousin Kristen number, his sister. Like, we talk. But I'm 31. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We have to do the legwork. I should not be having to track my fucking family members down. This is stupid. And I don't care if y'all fell out. Oh, because Charlene fucked up the potato salad one year and Walter stole the motherfucking eyes off the stove. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me as a child. I don't give a fuck if y'all never talk again. You need to let me have a relationship with my family if they are not hurting me.
And I also don't care if the family fucked your husband.
That's not my business. That's not my business. My whole thing is, if Uncle Lester is a pedophile, keep me away from Uncle Lester. If grandma is allowing it, keep me the fuck away from grandma. But if Uncle Lester, all the fuck he do is fix cars all day and mind his motherfucking business, and granny sit in the house and smoke cigarettes and drink Pepsi, nothing is standing in the way. Why can't I go to my grandmother's house? If my grandma, if you mad at her, my great aunt is a bitch because she ain't loaned you $15,000 to start your hair company. Why can't I have a relationship with my aunt? Why couldn't
you find your own fucking $15,000?
That's all I'm saying. Some of it don't be familial trauma. Some of it don't be because
it be petty shit.
Because the uncle is a pedophile or because the grandmother is a bitch. Some of it is your own personal transgressions, and you just talk about I don't want that kind of shit around my child when you're really the motherfucking problem. I be damned. Y'all need to do better. I feel like every time we have these conversations and we end up getting riled up like this, it always come back to the fact that y'all just need to do better. And the reason why I say y'all is because it's not me. It's not you. It's not the people in my circle or my support system. It's y'all niggas. Get it the fuck together. Get it the fuck together. If you were triggered by this conversation in any way, that's because you're part of the problem.
If something triggers you, that means that there's some inner work that you need to do. You
have to do. Now, if this triggered you and you was like, listen, my family dynamic is a little fucked and I really need to
like contact, yes. I get it.
But if this triggered you to put like, I'm a high value ass nigga, but don't come in my DMs with that because I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. I'm in a mood. I promise you. I've been waiting to crash out. I dare you to try me, bitch. I dare you to say anything about my weight. I dare you to say anything about my mouth. I dare you to say anything about my child. I dare you to try me, bitch. Because the way I'm a dog walk your ass and then I'm going to find your IP address and I'm going to come fuck you up in person, I wish the fuck you would. This is not that kind of conversation. Take accountability for your actions, become a better parent, and grow the fuck up. That's
the affirmation for this week.
That's it.
That's the affirmation for this week.
And if y'all not treating them babies correctly, I promise you I'll be on your ass like a hemorrhoid.
I will call CPS.
Do them babies right because them babies is innocent.
And I might not call CPS because they don't be doing that.
I'm gonna call my mama.
Either. I'm gonna call my mama too.
Your mama and my mama need to get together.
They are so like to themselves type of people. I don't even know how that would work.
But if they get together,
because my mom don't be liking like when people like feel like they right about everything, and neither does your mom. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Neither of y'all is
also the type of person where she just a shut up. Like certain topics, my mom not gonna break up in conversation because we having a good time.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that about her. She be like, you know what? We is enjoying ourselves. I'm not gonna do that. She do got enough self-aware. My mom ain't cussed nobody out in a long time. I'm really proud of her.
My mom hasn't either, but my mom is the type to be like, nah, because like, you're not getting what I'm saying.
I don't know. I feel like why my mama would get along really well.
I want to see it happen.
I want to see it happen. But your mom all the way down there now. I know. But my mama be looking for a reason to travel.
Right.
So, I think the party will start. So we need to get up out of here. Y'all be well. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.